Let the record show we're changing our name to Two Mushroom Girls.
It's official. I feel like after this recipe, we just have to.
I don't want anything else associated with us other than this recipe from now on.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? It's Kat and Deb from Two Market Girls. Welcome back to another vegan recipe. Possibly the best recipe we've ever made.
Yeah, without a doubt. Like you were saying, the best recipe of this year. I think it's the best recipe of all of TMG.
Yeah.
It's like it's so hard to, like, there's ones that are really good that I can think of, but like, are there ones that are better than this?
I don't think
like,
so.
Because like flavor's on point, texture's on point, everything's on point. We haven't even told you what we made yet.
No.
Guys, we made chicken and waffles.
And like, the chicken
is insane.
It's like chicken.
Yeah, it's so good. And there's like nothing really special about it. Like, you don't have to make seitan, which is great because I hate making seitan.
Too much work.
You don't have to freeze tofu, which, love the method, but again, too much work for us. Too much pre-planning for us.
Yep.
It's literally just vegetables.
What?
I know. We're using oyster mushrooms. I've seen it, I think, once or twice being done. It could be done by so many people, I just don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm not claiming to invent this or anything, but it's so good. This is like between the like seasonings in the dredge and the batter, the way like what we've included in the flavoring, like it tastes so much like chicken. It's insane.
The flavor is on point, but like the texture
is
like when you bite in and when you're eating it, you just like all of your chicken dreams come true.
Yeah, it's
your
actually
plant-based
crazy.
Chicken dreams come true.
You literally, even though you just made it, you can't believe it's mushrooms. It's so good. It's amazing. We put it on top of a cornmeal waffle, and then like drowned it in like hot maple syrup sauce.
Because we're also two maple girls.
Yeah, two maple mushroom girls. Like this combines everything we love.
This is our love language.
Yeah. I think we've talked in the past. I don't know how much on the YouTube channel, but we've talked a lot about how we miss chicken. Like chicken's that one thing we really miss because there's like great beef substitutes out there and all that kind of stuff, but there isn't really yet an amazing chicken one. This satisfies that chicken craving so much. So much. Like so badly I want to make it into wings in the future, for sure.
You're gonna see this again.
But first, subscribe. So many of you aren't subscribed. Subscribe. If this recipe
doesn't quality content.
If this recipe doesn't make you subscribe, I don't know what will.
Do not risk missing more recipes like this. For serious.
Alright, let's show you how to make it now. To make the best vegan chicken and waffles you will ever eat. It's cocky, but I think it's true. We're going to start off by making our fried chicken. To make the batter for our fried chicken, we're going to combine some flour, Old Bay seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika, salt and pepper, and then a little bit of vegetable broth. Mix that until it's nice and smooth. If you're seeing it's a little too thick, just add in a little bit more water or something like that to just thin it out a bit. Next up, we're going to make our dredge. So to a bowl, we want to combine some more flour, more Old Bay seasoning, smoked paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, and a pinch of salt and pepper, and just toss that until all the seasonings are well incorporated into the flour. Next up, we're just going to prepare our oyster mushrooms. So they come in bunches. You want to keep them in those bunches. That's how you're going to get that nice, like, stringy chicken-like texture. So you want them in approximate, like, chicken, like you'd get fried chicken, those kinds of sizes. Small, big, varying sizes. Just kind of pull them apart. Next up, we're going to preheat a deep pot of oil. We're using a cast iron Dutch oven. We're just going to preheat that oil to about 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Once that is heated, we are going to toss the mushrooms in the batter, then in the dredge, then back in the batter, and then the dredge again, and then we're gonna fry it. You don't have to double batter it. You get these really good chunks of like crispiness if you do this, but you don't have to if you don't want to. And then we're just gonna fry it on both sides until it's nice and golden brown. It's about a couple minutes per side. Just gonna repeat that for all of the mushrooms and place the finished fried mushrooms on a paper towel lined wire rack. While the chicken cools a little bit, we're going to make our cornmeal waffles. To do so, we are going to make some vegan buttermilk by combining soy milk and a little bit of apple cider vinegar and just set that aside. Then to a bowl, we're going to combine all of our dry ingredients. We're going to combine some flour, cornmeal, brown sugar, baking powder, pinch of salt, and mix that until it's all incorporated. Then we're gonna add in all of our wet ingredients, which is vegan buttermilk, flax egg. If you don't know how to make a flax egg, it's 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed and 3 tablespoons of water. And then we're gonna add in some melted butter. Mix that until it's all nice and smooth and an even consistency. Then we're gonna throw in some fresh chopped chives. We're gonna mix it until the chives are evenly distributed throughout the batter. To make our waffles, we're using our waffle iron and preheating it to about medium-high heat. And then we're throwing in about 1/2 cup of batter and just kind of spreading it thinly around as wide as you can. It's actually gonna make pretty small waffles, but you kind of want that for the recipe. You're gonna spread it around, allow it to cook about 5 to 7 minutes, depending on your waffle iron. But once the steam stops coming out of your waffle iron, that is when they should be good to go. To make our spicy maple syrup, we're gonna combine some maple syrup with some cayenne hot sauce. This could also be Frank's if you do. We just picked a no-name brand. But a cayenne-based hot sauce, mix that until it's all one consistency. And then to make your chicken and waffles, you want a waffle, some pieces of your chicken, and drown it in this maple syrup sauce because it's so good. Are you blown away? I just want to rip this apart.
I'm so excited. Just
look at that!
seriously, what?
It's insane. Mushrooms are magical.
They're not magic mushrooms. That's not what she's saying.
Oh my goodness.
I feel kind of bad for the waffles.
Yeah, the waffles are good, but
this is stealing the show.
yeah.
Seriously.
That looks like chicken. It looks like chicken.
It tastes like true love. You know?
Is this what love tastes like?
I thought that I knew love before, but now, I do.
It really reminds me of chicken.
I'm doing the whole deal.
Mm-hmm. I'm probably biased too because I haven't had chicken in a long time. Mm. But to me, it tastes like chicken. I did test it on my family too, and they were shocked too. Mm-hmm. My dad said he's pretty sure if you didn't tell someone, this could pass for chicken. Mm-hmm. So,
I feel like if you did a scan of my brain right now,
it wouldn't be there.
It would be mind blown.
I'm just that's chicken.
That is freaking chicken.
That is chicken.
Oh my god.
That is chicken. Sorry, brain.
If you did a scan of my brain right now, it would be all the chemicals associated with happiness, love. It's serotonin, right?
Yeah.
I feel high on love for this.
Yeah. It's actually insane. I knew I loved mushrooms, but I love mushrooms.
It doesn't even taste like a mushroom.
That's what's the crazy part about it. Because mushrooms pretty, I find mushrooms have a pretty distinct taste. Mm-hmm. You can tell it. You can't really tell with these.
What should we talk about in the comments?
I don't know. What's the best thing you've done with mushrooms? I would like to know if there's other people who've used mushrooms. Because mushrooms are a very popular meat substitute. Because they're pretty meaty. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We used them for our portobello, Southern Fried Portobello burger once. And they're, insane. So I'd be, curious to know what other people have done with mushrooms that are, meant to be a meaty substitute. We also did it for our 7-layer dip where we did that mushroom beef layer. So good. Mushrooms are magical, man.
All right, let's talk about magic mushrooms in the comments.
Yes.
you want to interpret that differently, that could be fun too.
Like, what kind of... Okay, so if we're going to make these into wings, what kind of sauces should go with them?
Ooh.
That's what I want to know.
Okay.
You know, because I saw this, like, actual chicken wings. I was looking at recipes. And I saw this one that did a honey mustard chicken wing. And I really wanted to do that. And I thought about doing it for cauliflower wings. But I think it'd be so good on these.
Yes. If you only make one of our recipes in your whole life, this has to be it.
Yeah, this is the one.
This is the one you have to make.
Yeah. Like, I swear, if we don't see, like, a good amount of people making this recipe, I'm going to be so sad. Not because you aren't making our recipes, because I'm sad for you that you're not going to get to try this recipe. I think you should just do it, please.
I can't understand.
If you do try this recipe, be sure to tag us, because I do want to see them. The sauce is pretty hot, so if you want it less hot, just do a different like combination and ratio of the sauces, or leave it out. We really like hot sauce. If you don't like hot sauce, maple syrup on this alone would just be delicious. So, or like maple syrup in a barbecue sauce or something like that. So, possibilities are endless. But yeah, tag us if you make this. I really want you to make this because it's so good.
The recipe is linked in the description box below for you to go make it, because you have to make it.
Tag us 2 mushroom girls.
That's us.
2 marker girls, but you know. Hashtag 2 mushroom girls.
There's also a link to our podcast in the description. We're going to talk about mushrooms. No, well, we might.
I'm sure there'll be an episode where we eventually just talk about mushrooms.
Yeah, TMG Unfiltered is where we talk about things like veganism. We talk about trending news topics, how we make our recipes. It's a fun time. Go check it out. If you're a listener, give us a rating and review on iTunes. We also have a Patreon community, which is like a crowdfunding site that helps you guys give input on our content, and we give you stuff
in return.
In return.
Yeah, like extra perks for being a patron, so that means you get the recipes earlier, or if you're a TMG mukbanger, you get monthly mukbangs, which are great. They're actually a fun time. It's basically like TMG mukbangs are basically our podcast just while we're eating food.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And like video.
Yeah. But you also get to help us make these videos. If you have a cool, like if you have something you want us to make, you can put it up there, and like it'll be our first kind of place we check for new recipe ideas and like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it. Like, I don't know what else to say. I think all of our holy craps were enough to let you know that you should make this.
Give it a thumbs up if food is your love language.
All the thumbs.
Yeah.
All the thumbs, all the up.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, last bite of my chicken.
It's so good.
I will remember you. Will you remember me?
No, keep going. This is great.
I don't know the rest of the words.
I don't know. When does this clock out?
Why? What does it say?
It's 11.5 minutes.
Soon.
Yeah.
Bye. Oh, good.